Cred Talk is voice and choice. The idea that our students deserve to have some sort of say in what they're doing and how they're doing it. My name is Scott Kinkoff. I teach at the Brecksville Broadview Heights City Schools. I am an instructional coach and a tech coach there, working with teachers very closely in one-to-one and blended learning. Spend a lot of time talking with them about great instructional approaches. And so the thing that always runs around in my head when I come in and when I leave work is this idea of voice, choice, and authentic learning, and how do we get at that for our students to improve the learning experiences for all our students in every single one of our grade levels. And everyone sitting here is an education rock star. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you do, how well you do it, how often you're doing it. We are a rock star, and we make these engaging learning experiences for our students every single day. Fantastic rock star is David Bowie. He ended up revolutionizing rock with his way of looking at things. In fact, he, at the age of 16, finishing up his high school career, he produced a song that went top 5 in the UK. Another fantastic rock star is Annie Lennox, and she went to the London School of Music. And when she was done with high school, she ended up working with a couple of folks, and she started the band for the Eurythmics. Both of these folks use what I call their voice and choice. So exactly what do you and I want for our students? What do you want to have them experience and have them learn in your classroom, and how well do you want them to do it? So let's face it, we want more for ourselves, for all of our kids. We want them to experience really deep and engaging learning experiences. We can't keep doing things the same way if we expect to get there. What we really need is a paradigm shift. We want our students to come in thirsty every single day for our class, because we know that the things we have to offer them are the things that they're going to need. And in this thirst for knowledge, when they come in, we want them to feel like they're engaged in the experiences that they're having in our classrooms are real and relevant. But we have to take a moment to change our point of view. We've got to look through a different lens. Not the lens of a teacher that says I have to assess, I have to write lesson plans, I have to take data. It's looking at teaching and learning, specifically learning, through the eyes of students and what their needs are. We should consider giving them personal learning paths, the things that they need to get them farther along in their journey of learning. Not our journey of learning as teachers, but their journey of learning in the contents in which we're teaching them. What if we spent more time talking with them? Not as getting to know them as people and as humans, understanding their voice, understanding their needs and their desires and the things that they want to accomplish while they're sitting seats in school. What if we spent more time in cooperative learning with them versus standing and talking to them? What if we spent more time in understanding their voice and the things that they want to get at and learn about? And don't get me wrong, we still have to cover standards and things like that. But when we get a chance to listen to the voice of our students, because this is the voice that really matters, when we listen to them, we can start to create things for them and help them along their own personal learning to engage deeply in teaching and learning for our students. And we want our students to grasp a hold, just like this kid on the lamb. It's no bull, but to own whatever it is that they're doing. We want them to take a look at the experiences that they're having and say, that's finally mine. We want them to master the content. And that's the reason why we give assessments and we write lesson plans and all of those things, but we want them to fully master the content in which we are expecting them to learn. And the last one is purpose. I can't tell you how many times when I talk to students, so what are you going to do that for? And they'll say, well, because the teacher told me so. But if we can give them real and relevant learning experiences that change the way that they look at their learning, then we have engaged them. So what's this whole thing have to do with? Well, if you're familiar with Dan Pink, he talks about motivation. Jamie Cassett mentioned this morning about a triangle of autonomy, mastery, and purpose. If we get our kids to own what they're learning, and it's real and relevant to them, and we give them a chance to master it deeply, then we have them. But we need a revolution, folks. We got to go someplace other than we are now. Because if we're going to really get our kids to own what it is that they're doing, if we really want them to have ownership and purpose and relevance in their life, we got to change something. So I'm proposing that you take that textbook and you throw it out. I'm taking you take those worksheets, you shred them. I'm saying trash it and let's start in a new place where we're listening to the students and what they're telling us and how they want to learn, and the possibilities are infinite. The things that we can do with our students because of all the resources we have at our disposal can make a huge difference in their learning and in our classrooms and schools. Thank you.